Well, hello everybody. I'm so glad to be here today. It's a beautiful day here in sunny Las Vegas. We've got great weather as usual, and that's how it is when you live in the desert. At nighttime it gets cold, excuse me, and during the day it's nice and warm. So hopefully sometime you can come visit here. I noticed my light's a little bright today. I probably should have dimmed the blinds, but whatever. So there's little spots here and there, but in the regular light it looks pretty good. So there you go. Hey, I was going to tell you real quick, anybody who took my challenge from the other day, we did a little makeup challenge, and I just told all the ladies that, you know, if when your husband met you, if you didn't wear a lot of makeup, that's fine. But if you wore makeup and you're always super cute and you look in the mirror now and you're like, something's changed, that's when you need to take note and realize that you need to step up your game a little bit. And it doesn't take that much. I mean, if you are having a day where you just don't feel like doing a whole lot, you can always just put a little lipstick and mascara on. That's the bare bones. That takes less than 2 minutes because you could just throw that little wand over here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and some lip gloss, and you look amazing just with that little bit of difference. You want to add a couple more steps, you just put a little blush on, you put a little eyeshadow if you want. You want to make it really cute, you can draw on your eyebrows. I draw mine in because they're very expressive and they're all over the place, and when they're not done up, they're blonde and it looks like I have no eyebrows, so I've got to fill them in and do something. So one thing I told you guys about the other day was just to try it for a week and just see if you feel better when you look in the mirror when you do that 2-minute makeup. Or if you want to take 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, every step just takes another minute. I mean, I'm not talking any fancy stuff. You want to watch fancy stuff, go on a different YouTube channel, but I'm just talking about basic, look good every day. So that's where I'm at with that. But one thing I talked about the other day was my lipstick that I use. I kind of switched about almost a year ago to these because, you know, there was a lot of makeup that was very expensive coming out, and it was long lasting, blah, blah, blah. It took lots of layers. My lips didn't like it, didn't handle it. But hey, here you go. This is what it was. Outlast. CoverGirl's Outlast. For me, it lasts 3 meals or 8 hours, whatever. It lasts me all day long. I buy all different colors. I use them all different seasons, and it says it's 24 hours because by the time I wake up the next day, there's still remnant on my lips, and if I just threw some lip gloss on, it'd probably look just nice. But anyways, that's just chit-chat for review. Now, what I want to talk to you today about was that a lot of women just have so much going on in their lives. You're working, you're busy at home, you've got brand new babies, you've got little kids, and it just feels like there's not enough hours in a day to get everything done, and I totally get that. I mean, hello, I'm the queen of not enough hours in the day. But I got a special request in the question and comments earlier that I thought I would love to address today, and you know, it probably applies to a lot of people, so that's what I'm going to talk about today. And if you have any questions and you want to know what my opinion is or what I think or what my experience has been with this, that, or the other, just feel free to put it in the comments below. Be sure to like this video so I know that I'm doing it good and that you're getting enough from it. And then subscribe if you'd like to see more so I know whether to keep doing them. Otherwise, I'll try something different to be able to get my message out to ladies about just you matter and you're important and take care of you. And that there's a lot that encompasses, so I'd like to address all those things. Today we're going to talk about how to simplify your life, how to keep from being stressed by doing too much, how just to be kind to yourself, and about how to just make things happen. So, you know, I talked a lot yesterday about my journey that I have been on with clutter and where I got to where I am today, and just how I was able to do that. And what I've learned that would help the most, I think, no matter what your situation is that if you step out on your driveway, okay, and you take a look at your house and you just look from the outside person's perspective, just kind of look around and just see how things look. And if you see that there is maybe trash in the yard, kids' bikes, I mean, maybe you've got the neighborhood fun home, maybe you've just got a lot of junk in the yard, you know, whatever. Just see. I love to have things look warm and welcoming. So if you look at your front door and you just look at it, does it look warm and welcoming from where you stand? Like, warm and welcoming means, do you want to come to your house? Do you want to come up to the door? Anybody who looks at your house and is driving by, you know, you drive down the street and you see other people's homes. You see, oh, that's so pretty. I wish my house looked like that. Some of them are way overdone. Some of them are just right. But it needs to look good to you. And what I would suggest is that, so always start with your front door, because your home starts with your front door. That's what everybody on the outside sees, including you and your family. So, I mean, you can go down to your local grocery store. You can go down to your local Walmart. You can go to just to any local store. And they always have a little section where they've got something for the season or the holiday that's coming up. And I would suggest, because, I mean, I remember seeing at Walmart, so here it is, January. Whatever theme you want, or if you just want something basic, put something on your front door, whether it's a wreath, whether it's a little hangy thing. I mean, you think about it. You just put one of those little temporary hooks, those command hooks on your door, and you can hang something different every month on your door. You know, Valentine's, they've got those cute little sparkly hearts. St. Patrick's Day, they have those sparkly 4-leaf clovers. For the 4th of July, they always have something red, white, and blue. For back to school, there's usually something. For Halloween, there's absolutely something. For Thanksgiving, there's going to be something. For Christmas, there's going to be something that you can hang on your door to show that you're festive. Another thing I think is really important about that is because your kids need to see that things are changing, that times are changing, that days are changing. That calendar is very important to them. It helps them just get an idea of time and growth and seasons changing, and it's really wonderful. Now, if it overwhelms you to have 12 different things for your front door all year long, then go down to 4. That's your bare minimum. Because if you don't believe in just decorating for all the season, all the holidays and month to month, I totally get that. That's fine. But just at least do the 4 seasons. You have spring, summer, fall, and winter. Easy as can be. Just do something for all 4 of those seasons. You know, I would suggest for spring, do something with flowers. With summer, I would suggest doing anything that just makes you think of summertime. The warmth, whether a sunshine or a watermelon or, you know, a swimming flip-flop or whatever. Just something that just signifies fun summer activities. And then after that, I would suggest for fall having something like a pumpkin. You know, a pumpkin can last a couple, 2 or 3 months. So you could totally just put that pumpkin on your front door or on your porch. And, you know, like the hanging pumpkin, and then a real pumpkin can be on your porch. And then you just got this little festive look. There are 3 areas that I really like to have for holiday stuff, you know. It's something really simple. I'm just telling you. It will renew your spirit and help you know that time has passed. So if you have something on your front door, and then wherever your kitchen table is, if you put something on the center of your kitchen table, that just helps everyone know. I mean, you can get fancy and put a little tablecloth, table runner, whatever. Do that too. Or if you have another place that grabs your eye right when people look in the house, you could put something very simple there just to show the season of the month. Or, season of the time. And then you can do month-to-month decorations as well on your table, on that focal point, on that front door. I mean, if you have a pumpkin, you could put it by the front door. You put a bouquet of flowers, or you put, you know, just a little Christmas decoration, just something like that. Those are just 3 or 4 things that you can do to just warm your house up without a whole lot of work. I mean, if you look at your front porch and there's cobwebs, it's been a while since you visited that area, or you see leaves are there, you see dust is there, sweep your porch off real quick. Dust those cobwebs down. That'll probably take you 15 minutes, a half hour max. Clear that area of all the debris, all the toys, all that, this, that, and the other, and just put it right there at the front door. Make it beautiful. Make it welcoming. You will love it. I'm telling you, it's such a difference. And then when you walk into your house, I am telling you, if your house is a disaster, whatever, but if you pick one place starting with your entryway. What do people see right when you come into your house? Start with what you see. You want your home to be welcoming for you, let alone the other residents in your family, let alone if visitors come to the door or someone knocks on the door or you have family come over, whatever. Each room is pretty much going to have a focal point. So you walk in your house, what's the first thing that you see? That's the area I would first address. Because you don't want people tripping over shoes. You don't want them tripping over bags that have brought in. You know, if that's this huge landing area where just everything is dumped and is just sitting there, get rid of it. Just clear that clutter so that when you walk into your home, that you can say, okay, we're getting somewhere. I can breathe easy. The next place I would tell you, actually the ultimate thing I would tell you is there's 4 or 5 areas I would look at. And if those are a disaster, this is where I would start, and I would do one at a time, no more than 3 a week. Because there are some places you kind of have to decide what bugs you and what area is used the most in your home. And that's where I would suggest starting. So the first place that I would say is your kitchen. Is your kitchen functional? Is your kitchen in good shape? Is it a mess? Do you use your kitchen a lot? If you're eating 2 to 3 meals a day in your kitchen, I would tackle the kitchen. Start with your kitchen sink because you can't do much without that kitchen sink. If it's piled with dishes, oh well, take them all out, scrub down your sink. If you have some good spray, just spray it down. If not, just use some good old-fashioned dish soap and just wash all around your sink. Just clean it out. What a difference. And then if you're not using your dishwasher, I would suggest clearing the counter off. I'm left-handed, so I use the left side. Some people like to use the right side. Whatever side you like to dry dishes on, clear and wash that so you have a place. And then make that a challenge for yourself to do that for 10 days and see if that doesn't make a difference in your life. That sink, I'm telling you, you're going to need to wash dishes. The second place in your kitchen I would suggest is your dining room table. Wherever it is that you eat, get that sucker cleared off and simplify it. Just put one thing on that table, whether it's a napkin holder with seasonal napkins or, just something that signifies the season or something beautiful, maybe a flower arrangement, maybe just something to signify that this place has been established as our eating place. Make it so that your family can sit down and eat at that table. That's the number 2 place I would say. So your sink and then your table. From there, if you want to spend if you can take 1 room a day and just spend no less than 15 minutes, no more than 45 minutes, you can get a room looking pretty slick in 1 day. So if you just picked 1 room a day and did 3 rooms a week, no more than that unless you were really feeling ambitious, and you just did that and picked 3 or 4 things in each room that really would clear, like say, the next room I would suggest is, we already talked about the kitchen and we talked about the dining room. So the next one I would say is your front room or your family room, your sitting room, the room where people sit and visit. Can you sit on the couch? Is it loaded with clothes? Do you have everything that's been dropped on the couch? Clear the couch. Make it a warm, welcoming place to sit. Like I said, there's one place in every room that is just focal point and that you want to just have warm and welcoming so that people, when they come over or you yourself walk in the room or your family comes in, that you want to be able to just really get just where it's comfortable. So pick those 3 or 4 rooms that you're going to work on in 1 week and take no less than 15 minutes, no more than 45 minutes, and just work on that room. So these are my areas that I'm telling you. Your front door, your front entry, your kitchen, your dining room table, your front room or living room, whichever one is the area that everybody conjugates there, and then your bathrooms. Bathrooms are so easy to get into shape because if you simplify them, they clean up in a snap. So I would highly suggest that. Here's my tips for bathrooms, okay? Bathrooms can be kind of gross, all right? Because there's a lot of action that happens in the bathrooms. But if you have several people using a bathroom or just one person using a bathroom, you need to simplify it as much as possible. The floor shouldn't be cluttered, excuse me. The bathtub shouldn't be full of stuff. The sink shouldn't have it to where as soon as you try to wash your hands, stuff is falling over and falling in and falling on the floor. And oh my Lanta, it shouldn't be where you're opening the cabinet and all this stuff is falling out. Simplify your bathroom. It's real easy. If your bathroom isn't too bad, I would suggest jumping in your bathroom, because the sooner you can see success in your house, the better. And if all you can face today is just clearing off your bathroom sink and washing it out, and seriously, all you need to do is focus on your sink and your toilet in the bathroom. But if you pick 3 areas, your sink, toilet, and tub, how simple is that? If you have a shower combination or a shower separate, you can make that a 4th, and then clear that floor. So if you can only face the sink, that's about 15 to 30 minutes at the most, you can clear that sink, wash it out, and you could just take your regular old shampoo, just squirt a line of it there, squirt a zip around your toilet on the inside of the bowl, and you're just going to take a wash rag and just wash your sink. If your mirror is nasty, fine, go at it, wash it. Take a dry towel, wipe it all down, dry it out. Bam! Your sink is clean. Then you can take your toilet brush, swish it around your toilet. I sometimes swish it around the rim of the toilet because I don't always like to go at that with my rag. When I'm done, I would do the rag and I would wash the seat off, and I would just take my toilet from the top down. You can do the seat, the lid, the seat, under the seat, and then do the rim and the bowl and the tank. Just get washing it all. Take some Windex, take some bathroom cleaner, take just dish soap, take your shampoo, whatever, and just wipe down that toilet real quick. It would be really, really great to just have a nice clean toilet. And then get in the habit of just wiping that toilet down once a day. Just swish it out, because that bowl can get nasty every day. So just do a quick squirt of shampoo and just swish that sucker out. And then 2 or 3 times a week you can wipe down the tank and the toilet seat and just have it nice. And then if you can just keep that sink clear every day, just wipe it down. You shouldn't have more than 3 or 4 things on that sink. I say the bare bones, the basic things that need to be in it. Think about it. When you go to a public restroom or you go to an office restroom, they're always simplified, they're clean, they're so great to just walk into. You're just like, man, I wish this is what my bathroom looked like. Well, there's things you can do to bring your bathroom up to par. And it starts with simplifying your sink. So you shouldn't have more than like a toothbrush holder. Don't just lay your toothbrushes down. Have a holder. Have a bottle of soap for washing your hands and or hand sanitizer for washing, because adults and children alike, whether you're just urinating or doing bowel excretions, you should wash your hands after you go potty. And if you're not, you're spreading germs. So just cut the germs down, do a quick pump of hand sanitizer, just wash up real quick, or quick soap, pump of soap, wash your hands real quick, rinse it down. So there you go, soap, hand sanitizer, and maybe your toothbrush holder. Possibly a brush for a 4th thing. If you're brushing your hair a lot or you have a lot of kids' hair to do, you can have those 4 things on the sink. Everything else should be contained in a basket, either under the sink, and if it's something that's just for you, you should probably have it in a separate area, unless you have a giant bathroom. Also, underneath the sink, all that should really be under there is toilet paper storage, like excess toilet paper, and then maybe bottles of extra products that you use in the bathroom. Hand soap, shampoo, conditioner. Simplify it. Anything else is probably not necessary. You can keep medicine in the medicine cabinet, but really, how much of that are you really taking every day? How much do you really need? If it's a lot, fine, leave it in there. But if it's stuff you're not really using, is there somewhere else you could keep that? That might be better suited, or whatever. Anyway, so that's enough about the bathroom, but if you just simplify it, it's so much better. The same thing with your kitchen. You really don't need more on the kitchen sink than a bottle of dish soap and a bottle of hand soap, because sometimes it's nice to wash your hands. If you really like lotion in your kitchen, then maybe hand lotion in there. There'd be no more than 3 tops. But my counters are clear. I have one thing on, no more than 1 thing on each counter. I have paper towels on my little counter next to the fridge. I have a container You can use any old container. I mean, buy something at Ross or whatever real quick, or you can just use a round container or square container, whatever shape, doesn't matter. And then just stick your mainly used giant spoons, ladles, spatulas, those kind of thing, stick those right there. And that's just one thing per counter, other than maybe those 3 things by the sink. That's really all you need. I mean, if you're using your toaster every day, fine. Let it have a great space on your counter. We don't use our toaster every day, so ours goes in the pantry. If you have a coffee maker and you're making coffee every day, fine. Have a nice place for that and just make it your one thing that's on that side of the counter. If you have an L-shaped counter, you can have the 2 different angles. You know, you can have something on this side, something on this side. Just as long as you're not overloading it. I mean, if you have a row of stuff, it's just going to take a lot more to clean. I say streamline it, get rid of it. If you're comfortable with a little more than that, that's up to you. But I'm just telling you, it's a lot easier to clean the less stuff that you have. Okay, so that's the bathroom. And that's the kitchen and the dining room. All right, so your entryway, your front room, clear that sucker out. I say everything that's in there that's loose on the floor, get it out of that room as fast as possible. Get buckets, get bins, get whatever. Clear it out of there. You don't need it in there. If it doesn't belong in there, get it out of there. Have people put their stuff in their rooms where it belongs. Personal belongings should be in your bedroom, not strung all over the house. That's just unnecessary tidiness. So, unnecessary untidiness, I should say. So then, if whatever room that is a mess, I seriously, the soonest that you can get that room cleaned out, the better you will feel. But seriously, you don't want to work more than 45 minutes at a time. And if you just take a bucket or a bin or a bag, whatever, put everything in it. Everything that's loose on the floor, that's not needed right now, and only have in that room what's supposed to be in there so that you can maintain that room to the most simplified state. You know, a couple pillows on the couch for the front room and maybe a bean bag or whatever you've got there, your television. There really shouldn't be a lot going on in that room. It should be bare bones. Your room will stay cleaner that way if these things don't belong in there. If it's not a drop zone or a clutter collecting room, just get it out of there. Do that with any room in your house that's bugging you, anything that's driving you nuts. And then if you spent 3 days in 3 rooms and you have 5 or 6 buckets or bins for that room, then next week, take those 3 days or 4 days at the most that you were working and go through those bags, bins, buckets, and things that you have one room at a time, or the stuff from one room at a time. And that way you can do it. You don't need to do it for less than 15 minutes, and you don't need to do it for more than 45 minutes. But I'll tell you what, if you look at my Facebook page or any clutter groups I've belonged to, I literally will take an area, clear it out, clean it out, and bam, have that thing transition in 15 minutes or less. If you look on one of my past videos, I can link it to this page when we're done, or this video when we're done. I have one that's about the disaster in my house, because my kids literally, oh my gosh, their room was a disaster. And then I did it again the next week and they just tore it all apart while I was gone, which was ridiculous. So I just did a YouTube video on it to prove how bad it can get with kids. But you know what? The truth of the matter is, our rooms sometimes look like that. Our houses look like that. And it's just a disaster. And whatever, let's just take care of it. And I just did a video and it's got 4 easy steps on how to do it. Really, essentially, all I do is, the first thing I do is go through and get any laundry, clothing, whatever, get it all in a pile. Any towels or bedding, get it all in a pile. The third thing is gather all the trash in the room. Just gather all the trash and bundle it up in a bag and just cinch it up. And then the fourth thing that I always do is just get a bucket or a bin or a bag for clutter, just that loose stuff that's left on the floor that maybe just doesn't fall under clothes, bedding, or personal belongings. And I just put it in that clutter bin, and then I deal with that the next day. But then the floor is clear. What a difference when the surfaces are clear and the floor is clear. Oh my gosh, what a difference that makes. So we talked about the yard, we talked about the entryway, we talked about the kitchen, we talked about the dining room, we talked about the family room, or the room that everybody joins in. And this goes for bedrooms, but later. So always look at the the entry of a room, always look at the thing that your eye first is drawn to in a room, and then clear the surfaces, clear the floors, and you will be so much happier. Just do one thing at a time. If you want to just focus on one room and work on that all week, more power to you, awesome. But then I would suggest after you get those 3 to 5 areas cleared out and ready to deal with, then I would suggest looking up Fly Lady, especially Fly Lady Cat. She has a way of simplifying things and just speaking to your mind like honey. But it's a little overwhelming if you've never done it before. So just take it really easy. Look for the 6-minute videos, the 2-minute videos, the short videos if you need to. Just scroll through her things and look for anything that's short and quick and easy, or just type in things. And she has a lot more advice than I'm going to be giving on mine, but I'm just going to give you a quick way to get things done, because I know what it's like to live in piles of stuff and how hard it is with life. Now, real quick, I wanted to talk about taking care of you, because we are the mom of the home, we are the women of the family, and we are the main example to our kids as boys and girls. So if you have daughters at home, who are they going to look to for an example? Who are they going to look at to copy, to just idolize, to look up to? That's what we are. We don't even realize it until your daughters start complimenting you and start telling you how beautiful you are. Like, really, you realize all that time it was you taking care of you every day, and that's what mattered the most. So if you're not taking care of you every day and spending a few minutes to make your face look fresh and beautiful, and taking a few minutes to just put an outfit together so that you look presentable and decent for public showings, then you are doing yourself a disservice, as well as your family, especially your daughters and your sons, because who are they going to look to? What kind of girl are they going to look for? You want them to look for someone who takes care of themselves, because if you're taking care of yourself, the rest of your life will fall into place. So take care of you first. Set the example. If you're not taking care of you first, do that first. Then look at your house and all those things. Are they presentable? Just get to that. You look at your master bedroom. Is the bed made? If the bed is where you can't even climb into it because you have piles of clothes and you're living in a little cocoon in the middle of the bed, you got some work to do. Clear that bed off. Throw it all in a pile on the floor. Whatever. Make your bed. Clean sheets, clean blankets. Sleep in it. Sleep cozy. And get used to that bed being clear. And then you can work on all the other clutter. But get used to one spot in each room being clear. In the kitchen, you have to do 2. Do your sink and your table. You've got to be able to get the dishes clean, and you've got to be able to have meals. Whether it's just cereal or a grilled cheese sandwich, it's got to be simple, and you've got to be able to feed the family. So take care of those things. You know, they have that adage, so goes the dishes, so goes the whole house, or so goes the bed, so goes the whole house. And that is so true. So if you can master keeping your sink cleaned out, keeping your table cleared off, and keeping your bed made, you will be amazed. If you have yourself taken care of, wow, what would that be like? If you have anxiety or you get all worked up or stressed or overwhelmed by these things, then just do one thing at a time. And every day you will see more and more improvement, as long as you take care of you, number one, and then something in your house every day. You will see a massive transition in a very short amount of time. In a month, you can have your whole house livable and ready to have a routine of something like Fly Lady or some other organization system that works for you. So no more than 3 hours a day. If you're working, then you probably don't want to do more than 45 minutes. At the least 15 minutes, though. Just 15 minutes can make a difference. Watch some of my old videos. They're not as good as the ones I'm doing now, but they have a lot of great, valuable information in them. Remember to look at what's bugging you the most, what needs to be done for you, and then keep just taking care of yourself, take care of your skin, just take care of you. It's so important to just make you a priority. You matter, but keep it simple. Be kind to yourself. We beat ourselves up. We're hard on ourselves. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. I have a video on that too, about changing your mind and changing your thinking so that you can think positive about yourself. It's very important to take care of us. So do that. You've got this. Make 2018 the best year ever. You're not even in 2018 yet, so you got a couple of days to just get things worked out, get a plan, tackle these things, look at a calendar and map out which room you're going to work on each week or each day, or whatever your plan is, to be able to get your life in order, because no one else is going to do the work for you. We literally have to do the work. So I can encourage you, I can support you, I can lead you in a direction and show you other people who've got it even more mastered than I do, but I'll tell you what, you can do this. You can do 15 minutes at a time. I set my timer when I'm doing dishes, 15 minutes, they're done. The whole kitchen's clean in 15 minutes. I do the laundry. Always make sure when you do the laundry, you set your timer so you don't forget to change it. But you can get 3 to 5 loads of laundry done in a day. Bam! That mountain of laundry is just knocked out. How awesome. Make this coming year, the 2018 year, the best year ever. And when you love yourself, it's easier to love them. All those people that you have to serve. But if you don't take care of you first, how in the world are you going to take care of them? It is not even possible. Because if you're falling apart and you're collapsing, they're going to fall apart. They're going to collapse. If you take care of you and you're at the top of your game, guess what? They're going to start taking care of them, and they're going to be at the top of their game. And that's really, really, really what we want the most. That's what our heart desires. So if there's any questions or comments, please leave them below. You can ask them at any time. We'll be here for about 2 more minutes. I just want to make sure that all this information is able to get through, and that I'm not making it too complicated. I'm telling you, just take a look around, write a list of those things that are bugging you, and just work on those one at a time. And you will see massive transformation in your life, in your home, and in your family. I can't wait till January. I've got some really great things that are going to be kicking off, and you're going to be able to just make your home and your life even better. And that's what I hope for everybody, is to just have a better life. Don't beat yourself up. Things are just hard enough already. We don't need to make them harder on ourselves. So I don't see any questions coming in anymore. And so just remember, be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. You can do this. Enjoy the ride. Take care. Have a great day. I hope to see you again soon. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.